Hi guys, welcome to this PickACard reading. We're going to do reading for your message for your week ahead, and so that's for like roughly the next 7 days whenever you're watching this reading. So just take a little minute to have a look at the 3 stacks in front of you and decide which one you feel most drawn to. So we have, this is group number 1, the Lunar Soul Tarot. This is group number 2, the Wild Unknown Tarot, and this is group number 3, the Morgan Greer Tarot. So just take a minute to look at those decks and decide which one you want to choose, and we will get you a message for your week ahead. I'll just give you a minute to look at those. Okay, let's move these out of the way so we can get started on group 1's reading. So, hi group 1, if you chose the Lunar Soul Tarot, this is going to be your reading. I'm just going to move closer to the table, I'm like really far away. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to shuffle the deck a little bit more for you. Excuse me, so we can get a message for your week ahead. What does group 1 need to know for their week ahead? Okay, we've got the 10 of Swords coming out first. So I hope you can see that okay. One more card please for, wow, then the Queen of Wands, your second card here, and one more card please for group number 1 for their message for the week ahead. Ooh, and the Wheel of Fortune. That's pretty cool. Oh no, let's just move these along a little bit. Hopefully you can see these. Okay. Alright. Just look at these for a second. So with the 10 of Swords here, obviously, I like this depiction, but it kind of makes me laugh as well, which sounds horrible. But just because this poor guy is like, you know, stabbed in all the places basically with these massive swords, but it looks a bit kind of intimidating. But at the same time, it's really, this card is talking about, I don't know why the light is going so weird. Let's put this back here a bit. Okay. This card's talking about, you know, the end of a cycle, probably quite a painful cycle with, you know, all those swords and, like, you know, the way he's holding his hand over his heart there. It's, you know, could have been quite a challenging or difficult situation for you that you've been going through. So you know, the kind of good side of the 10 of Swords is that it's really, this light is kind of putting me off, it's coming to an end, whatever this like painful situation has been, and even though, you know, it can, even when you're going through that ending, it can feel quite difficult. At the same time, you know, you have all these flowers here as well, which is just talking about, you know, how this cycle, this situation, whatever it is, does need to kind of come to an end in order for, you know, like new beginning to kind of open up for you and new growth to be allowed to happen. So however difficult or painful this situation has been, you know, just know that it is coming to an end now. There is kind of like light on the horizon, And you know, even if the ending itself is quite difficult or painful, it's really talking about this, you know, trying to kind of see it as like a positive thing, because it is going to allow new beginnings and new growth and, you know, all that kind of good stuff, good new fresh energy to come in, which is so needed with the Ten of Swords here. It's like, you know, it's time for this cycle to end, this situation to end, and for, you know, this pain that you've been going through to end, so that you can move on to something new. And that's really, you know, your other cards are really like backing that up, because then straight up after that you have the Queen of Wands, which I love to see here for you guys. So, you know, this is really about kind of stepping into your like queen power, you know, even if you're not a woman or a girl, it doesn't matter, but it's about you know, really being in this strong feminine energy of, like, you know, the Queen of Wands is a very powerful energy, which is all about, you know, kind of like being in charge of yourself, like using your passion, your creativity, you know, your intuition to, like, you know, create the things that you're wanting to create and to, like, manifest whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest. And, you know, obviously she is the Queen of Wands. She has the cat on her lap there, so, you know, there's like this association with like magic and manifestation. So it's like the Queen of Wands is quite a powerful manifester as well. She, like I said, she can create, she knows she can create, like, look at that little smile, I don't know if you can see it on her face, like, focus camera, I don't know if it's clear enough, but she has this like little smile on her face, which is like kind of almost like a little bit smug, because she's just like, yeah, I know. I know I have the power. I know that I can kind of create the life I want. I can create, you know, whatever my goal is, whatever my objective is, I can manifest it. I can make it happen. I'm just going to sit here on my throne, you know, and yeah, just allow it to like come to me, because, you know, she's just in this like really amazing power, you know, powerful energy. She's very charismatic. She's very, like, people are very drawn to her because she's so kind of charismatic. And, you know, some people might find this energy a little bit intimidating just because it is so powerful, but, you know, I mean, you don't need to worry about that. It's like not your problem. And this is really also tapping into like your creativity as well, because it, you know, she's the Queen of Wands, and the queens and kings are like masters of their suit. So the wands are all about passion and fire and creativity. So this is like tapping into your passion and your creative energy, to kind of manifest whatever it is that you're wanting to create with this like new beginning. Like you've been through this painful ending, you know, that's ending now, that cycle is closing out. So, you know, it's time for you to step into this Queen of Wands energy and, you know, kind of step into your power and, you know, really use that powerful, passionate, creative energy to like create the new beginning that you kind of want for yourself. And then, you know, allow that to come to you. Like, she's the queen, she's a receptive energy, she allows things to come to her, she knows how to receive as the queen here. So that's kind of the energy that you're being called to move into here, and that's going to lead you to the Wheel of Fortune, which is awesome because again, this is talking about change and cycles. And, you know, a lot of people associate, because it's the Wheel of Fortune, a lot of people associate this with like fate and kind of divine destiny. So it's like, you know, it's really your situation kind of changing for the better. It's usually for the better with this, but especially with you having the Ten of Swords at the beginning here, you know, it's like because you're allowing that situation to end and you're stepping into your Queen of Wands energy, it's really enabling this like change to come about, these cycles to change, and like new opportunities to come in, new beginnings, and kind of good luck. It might almost be like, again, the Queen of Wands, like I said, she's a receptive energy. She allows things to come to her. So it might even feel like you have these new opportunities almost just like coming out of nowhere, or like falling into your lap. Like it just feels so easy. And that's because it's when you're in alignment, and when, these things are supposed to be happening, you're not resisting this ending, you're like letting it happen, and you're stepping into your power with the Queen of Wands. Then that allows these new opportunities to just be like magnetized to you. And it's like, for as an example, it doesn't have to be something like this, but just as an example, you might have had the experience, or I've had the kind of experience where you've like, say, been trying to get a job and focusing on like just getting work because you need to work, and it feels really, really hard. Whereas if you're actually in alignment and you're like, okay, that previous situation, whatever I was in, needed to end, it was time for it to end, so I'm just going to figure out like what is it that I actually want to be doing and need to be doing, and like getting myself into alignment, like getting myself into this Queen of Wands energy, where I'm like using my passion and creativity to help me move forward. And then it's like all of a sudden these opportunities come along that are amazing, and you don't even have to like try that hard, you don't even have to push that hard, because you're not supposed to be pushing. It's meant to happen, it's meant for you, so it just kind of comes to you. And that's what's happening here with the Wheel of Fortune for you. So that's pretty exciting for you, Group 1. I'm very excited, and we're going to get you... I'm excited for you because I love this kind of combination. It's really cool, and you stepping into your Queen of Wands like power as well is like, this is such a good energy to be in. It's like such a fun energy to be in as well, because you kind of, like I said, she's got that little smile on her face, like she's like, yeah, I know I'm awesome. So like enjoy that as well. We're gonna get you a Moonology Oracle card to see if we can get any final advice for you, Group 1, for your week ahead. Woohoo! Look what just jumped out for you. A new start is coming. New moon. So I hope that resonates for you, Group 1. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what your new opportunities are that are coming through for you, because it looks quite, I think it might be some quite exciting stuff. I'm very happy for you. Leave me a comment down below, and all the information about if you want a personal reading, or if you want to enter the monthly competition for a free personal reading, all that stuff's in the description box down below. And thanks for letting me read for you today. Hope to see you again next time, Group 1. Excuse me. Okay. Hi, Group 2. If you chose the Wild Unknown Tarot, this is going to be your reading. Sorry. Let me sort out my blanket. Okay. I'm just going to shuffle a little bit for you here, and we're going to ask, what message does Group 2 most need to hear for their week ahead? What message do we have for Group 2 here? Give you a good old shuffle. Oh. Okay, so starting off with the 7 of Wands here. Quite like that depiction there. Okay. message does group 2 need to hear for their week ahead, please? Okay, and then we have the 7 of Cups. Oh, 2 sevens. That's interesting. Very interesting. Group 2. One more card, please, for group number 2 on their week ahead. What does group 2 need to know, please? Ooh! I love this card. Boom! This is like, I love it. Okay. A lot of fiery energy here. This is cool. I mean, you do have fire and water. You know, can sometimes be a difficult combination and create steam. So, okay, give me a minute. Sorry. Okay, so starting off with the 7 of Wands here. So this one is all about kind of standing up for yourself and like standing your ground. And you know, you might have a lot of people around you, you might have competition, you might have a lot of people kind of giving you their opinions, trying to tell you what to do. You know, even there might be quite well-meaning people, but you know, just there's a lot of almost like interference, and you know, just kind of people around you that are like, no, you should do this, or you know, this is what you need to do, or you need to be focusing on the, you know, whatever. And it's like with the 7 of Wands here, there's this need to really stand your ground and kind of stand up for yourself. You know, it is you might have recently had some success or some recognition, and that can kind of like almost bring this out of the woodwork. So it's like when things are going well for you, when you're doing really well, when you're kind of, you know, on top of stuff and you know, creating success for yourself, then you can get people reacting in this kind of way that it's almost like you need to you know, just make sure that you're kind of standing up for yourself and not allowing other people to kind of like horn in on what you've got going on and try and come in and control or manipulate, or you know, because with the 7 of Wands, it's like you're on a good path, you are creating success for yourself, and you know, you are achieving things, and that is why this is happening. And it's, I don't want to say like a test, but it's kind of just allowing you to really stand in your power. You know, this is you here, like this wand in the middle here, and then you've got everyone else is like coming up with their wands, trying to like stick their nose in and give you their opinion and help. And it's like, no, you need to, you know what you're doing, you know what you need to do, you know what your kind of inner fire, your passions, your, you know, creativity, you know where they're leading you. So you just need to like stand firm in that and kind of don't allow other people to push you around or try and tell you what to do. You know, just really allow yourself to like stand in your power this week and kind of, yeah, stand up for yourself basically. And because you do have, like I mentioned, you've got 2 sevens. So here again, there's just this energy of like the 7 of Wands. It's like lots of people around you. You know, it can be competition, but I really feel like a lot of the time it's people just like interfering or trying to like give their opinions. And even if they mean well, even if they're trying to be helpful, it's just not that helpful. Thanks, but no thanks. And then with the 7 of Cups, again, it's like all these different options, all this, you know, it's like you have all these different options before you, have all these different opportunities for you, but actually there's like one, or there's a certain opportunity, there's, you know, certain things that are gonna actually bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment. And then there's, because like you do have this one cup upside down here, there are other things that might look kind of tempting, or they might look interesting, but they're actually not going to be that fulfilling for you. You know, they're just not right for you. Doesn't mean they're not good opportunities or whatever, but it's not going to make you happy. It's not going to make, so again, it's like quite in, you know, they're different energies, but in a way it's quite similar. It's kind of like, it just feels like there's a lot going on for you right now. It might feel quite chaotic. There's like all these opportunities, which is obviously really cool. But you know, there's a real need for you to like stand in your power. Don't listen to other people. Like, just don't listen to what, like, other people's opinions, because you know what's right for you. And with the Seven of Cups here, you know, this is talking about, sometimes it can represent like illusions or fantasies. So there's a need to, you know, like kind of make sure you're being kind of realistic and not too, you know, not kind of getting, it's almost like not getting distracted by the shiny object that like looks good, but it's actually, you know, it's not as good as it looks, or it's not, like I was saying, not right for you. And with, you know, you've got like the sun and the moon here. This is really talking about like tapping into your own subconscious, tapping into your own kind of intuition, and, you know, what is right, what's going to be right for you. You know, like I said, it doesn't mean there's other opportunities are like not good opportunities or whatever, but they're just not necessarily right for you. And it might not be that these other people might not be trying to be unhelpful, but actually sometimes when you're getting too many opinions, it is unhelpful, because, you know, yes, people can share their experiences, they can give you different perspectives, you know, and that can be helpful when you're trying, but sometimes it just leads to like confusion, where you just have all these different opinions, all these different perspectives, and you're like, I don't freaking know. So, you know, there's this need to like really almost go within and just, you know, like I said, really tap into your subconscious, tap into your intuition. And with the Seven of Cups as well, tap into your emotions. Cups are all about emotions. You know, what feels right to you, what feels good for you, what is going to make you happy. You know, that's what you need to kind of focus on, not what everyone else is kind of telling you to do, but what you feel is going to be right, the right path for you, what you feel is going to be emotional fulfilling. Because, you know, again, people can give you their perspectives, they can help you to consider different options, but, you know, once you make your choice, you know, you're the one that's going to have to live with it. You're the one that's going to, you know, so it needs to really be right for you, otherwise you're not going to be happy. So you know, there is definitely this need to like stand your ground this week. Don't let other people interfere too much, and just really, you know, consider your options quite carefully. You know, you might also have, with the Seven of Cups here, you might have be having some dreams. So kind of pay attention to your dreams as well, because sometimes we can get messages, you know, they can kind of help us figure out what, like I said, tapping into our subconscious and kind of figure out what is underlying, you know, like maybe there's an option that is something that you really want, but you might have some fear attached to it, and so, you know, you might have a dream that helps you to understand that. It's that kind of thing. So, you know, also kind of pay attention to your dreams with the Seven of Cups here, but it's really about kind of tapping into your own, you know, what feels right for you, and then being willing to like stand up for that. And that's going to bring you to this lovely, lovely, lovely Ace of Wands, brand new, passionate, creative opportunity. Excuse me. And, you know, look, you've got like this super dark card here with like, you know, obviously this is you with like your light burning bright here, so you're, you know, you're kind of standing up for yourself and what you want. But these two cards are quite, even though there is, you know, there's the sun, there's the moon, there's this flame, there is some brightness there, but it's like I said, there might be some confusion. You might feel like you're kind of feeling your way through, you're not quite sure, and then boom, when you make your decision, it's like all this, look at all this bright energy here. It's like completely gorgeous, red, orange, like boom, just, I love it. It's almost like an explosion of energy, you know. It's this, once you make your choice, once you make your decision, and you'll know, you know, you will know when it's the right choice for you, because you'll feel like this. It'll feel like, yes, this feels so right, you know, and you'll feel excited about it, and it, you know, will really kind of light you up inside. And you know, that's what the Ace of Wands is talking about. And you know, again, I love the aces because, you know, they're the first card in the suit, so they're all about, they're like a seed of potential, excuse me. So, you know, it's like, it hasn't, it's not like something that's already in progression. It's something brand new, and that means, you know, it's just like so full of potential. You can really make whatever you want of this, but it's kind of up to you to like nurture it and grow it and kind of make it into what you know, what you want, what you envision it being, because the potential is all there. I mean, look at it. The potential is just literally bursting out of this card. So I love it for you, group 2. This is really exciting. But the really strong message here is about kind of standing up for yourself, not allowing other people to try and influence you too much, and just, you know, taking the time to like go within and figure out what that choice is going to be that's right for you, and that is going to lead you to this absolutely, you know, amazing like Ace of Wands energy that's just going to feel so exciting, and you know, so just this brand new, you know, I just feel this like excitement with the Ace of Wands, like you almost can't wait to get started, you know. It's just really giving you this amazing opportunity to like tap into your passion and creativity, you know, and it's fun. It's like, yeah, let's do it, group 2. So let's just get a final Moonology Oracle card for you, see if we can get any final advice for you this week, group 2. This is pretty cool. I like it. So you have to let me know in the comments what this Ace of Wands opportunity is for you. Final advice, please, for group 2. Final advice. Okay, so you have emotions are running high with the supermoon here, which, yeah, it makes sense. So, you know, with these 2 cards here, you've got like a lot of emotion, obviously, with the 7 of cups being emotion, but obviously also 7 of Wands, it's like, you know, again, the Wands are all about passion and fire. So like I said, a lot of this interference from other people could definitely be well-meaning. It could be that they, you know, they feel like they're helping, they really want to help, they really, you know, and so it's almost like, you know, they might, some people might kind of almost be a bit like, why don't you want my help? Why don't you want my, you know, but they just need to understand that this is, whatever this is, whatever this choice or decision is that you're making, these options that you're choosing from, you know, it's not that you necessarily don't care about their opinion or value their opinion, but it's just that, you know, in the end of the day, you're going to have to choose what's right for you. So there might be some, you know, like I said, that obviously emotions running high, there might be a bit of conflict around this 7 of Wands, around this kind of standing up for yourself, and kind of stepping up and being like, no, this is the choice that I'm making. And, you know, some people might not agree with you, but you just kind of need to hold on to your conviction, and, you know, remember that it's because you're heading for this Ace of Wands, you're going for this, you know, new beginning, new opportunity that's going to like ignite your passion. So, you know, you are only responsible for your own emotions. You can't control what other people do or feel, you know, that's for them to control. So, you know, it might be a bit intense this week, group 2, but it, you know, it's all good. It's leading to this amazing Ace of Wands energy. So please do let me know down in the comments. Hope that resonated. Let me know if it did, or, you know, kind of what's going on with you this week. I love to hear from you, and it really helps me to know if the messages are resonating with you. And if you're interested in a personal reading, or if you want to enter a competition to win a personal reading, all that info is down in the description box below. So thanks group 2 for joining me today, and I hope to see you again next time. Hi, group 3, if you chose the Morgan Greer, I love the backs on this deck, this is your reading for your week ahead. Let's shuffle the cards a little bit more and find out what do you need to know for this week ahead. A message for the week ahead for group 3, please. Ooh. The Star. And I hope YouTube is going to let me show this, because she's got her boobies out there, but oh well. Message to group 3. Need to hear or need to know for their week ahead, please. Message for group 3, please. You need more than one card. Okay, cool. We have the Judgment card. Okay, for you. Some more naked people. I don't know if that's a message for you. One more card, please, for group 3. What message do they... Okay, these two wanted to jump out at the same time, and I hope the other group's not going to get upset at me, but I feel like I need to take both of them, so you're getting an extra card. So you've got the 8 of Cups and the... is that the 10? I think that's the 10, yeah. The 10 of Wands. So they like wanted to come out together. So let's put them... Hopefully you can see them. Okay. Alright. Give me a minute. Let's look at this. I actually feel like this message is really clear, pretty clear already. So let's just... I'm going to put my hand over her. Just because I don't want to get penalised by YouTube. But okay, the Star card here is a beautiful card that represents healing and hope, and, you know, kind of like wishing on a star, and, you know, just very beautiful energy of, you know, definitely I get a strong, you know, strong feeling of healing for you with this card. So you might have been experiencing a kind of difficult situation, or just, you know, struggling a bit, feeling quite down. But this week it's kind of talking about turning around for you with the Star card here, and moving into a very healing phase for you. Okay, with the Star card there, and then again you've got here the Judgment card, which talks about new beginnings, new beginnings, and kind of rebirth. And, you know, you've got this like big fiery trumpet here. It's also it's quite a spiritual, you know, the Star card is quite a spiritual card. This is quite a spiritual card as well. They're both major arcana, so it's like This might be some really big changes that have been happening in your life, and with the Judgment card here, it's talking about really bringing you into alignment with your kind of higher calling. It's like kind of why you're here, and kind of, like I said, rebirth. So it's kind of old ways of being, old situations, kind of painful old stuff like falling away, so that you can have this rebirth, it's like a phoenix being reborn from the ashes. Like I said, I feel like this is a lot to do with healing with the Star card here. You might have been through some really quite challenging or painful situations, and now this is the time for you to kind of be like born again into this brand new, really amazing energy, which is, like everything's going to be much, it's almost like much brighter, but like it's moving into a higher kind of way of being. So leaving behind a lot of old painful memories and just difficult situations, so that you can move into like a brand new phase that's just going to be, it's just going to feel so much better and so much brighter. And then with your these two that wanted to come out together, like, this is a pretty straightforward message, really. It's like you've got the 8 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. So this is talking about 8 of Cups is talking about leaving behind stuff that's the cups are talking about our emotions. So it's like leaving behind stuff that is no longer emotionally fulfilling for you. It's see how the cups are like arranged here, and there's like a gap there. And that kind of represents, like, after the 8 of Cups, you get the 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups is like wish fulfillment, It's like basically getting everything you want. But, you're not there yet. You're at the 8 of Cups. And this, like, gap here, where it looks like there's a cup missing, it's because there's something missing. There's, something in your current situation has not been giving you that emotional fulfillment. It's not been bringing you the happiness and the joy and the fulfillment that you want, and that's why you're kind of moving away from that now, to kind of go and seek out your 9th cup to find that satisfaction, to find that wish fulfillment, and the happiness that has been missing. And it's like you're leaving behind this 10 of Wands. I don't know why I can't hold two cards at the same time. It's not that difficult. 10 of Wands, you can see he's like holding all these wands. It's like hard work. It's the wands represent, obviously wands are to do with like passion and fire and creativity, but when you get to the 10 of Wands, it's like it's too much. It's a burden now. It's just, there are too many wands. You can't lift them all. They're too heavy. You're like trying to struggle on alone. And it's just it's the 10 of Wands. It's the end of a cycle. So it's like not working anymore. It's become a burden. And so you're making this choice to walk away from that, to drop the burdens, to let go, and it doesn't mean you have to let go of everything, but this is too much. It's become too much for you. It's too heavy. It's and it's time for you to come into this rebirth energy now. So this is exactly what you need to do, and it is what I feel you're doing with the healing with the Star card as well. You're healing from past pain. You're dropping those burdens. You're saying, you know what, I don't need to carry all this stuff anymore, and I can't keep doing it, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna let go of the stuff that's not serving me anymore, and let go of some of these burdens, drop them, walk away from this kind of heavy energy, so that I can, you know, really find the emotional fulfillment, find that missing cup that I've been looking for, and, you know, come into this like amazing rebirth energy so that I can have a kind of new beginning, a higher beginning that's, you know, going to bring you a lot more joy, a lot more satisfaction, and like peace and healing with the Star card here as well. You know, just not feeling that you have to like drag this heavy weight around and do everything all on your own. You know, that's the other thing with the Ten of Wands. It's like you're trying to do it all on your own, and that's why it's such a burden, because, you know, it's too much for one person. You can't carry it all on your own, you know. And I mean, notice as well that you have like, you've obviously been working on your healing. More healing I feel like is going to happen as well this week, but you have the Star card, the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Wands. They're all one person on their own. It's like, you know, you might have been going through a lot of this on your own and having to make this decision to move on your own. But actually when you do that, it's bringing you to this like judgment energy where you're having the opportunity for rebirth and for a new beginning. And then that's the only card where you've got other people there. So, you know, it's like by doing that, by making this decision to walk away from these burdens and, you know, move on and have this rebirth, it's actually going to bring in this like support network of people around you that are kind of, it's almost like they're waiting in the wings. They're like waiting there to help you, but, you know, it's, you needed to make this decision first to walk away from, you know, what's no longer making you happy, and to drop these burdens, these extra burdens that you don't need to be carrying, so that you can really, you know, just feel a lot better. Basically, you can heal and you can have this rebirth. And like I said, I feel like you're going to have a lot of support coming in for you when you do that. I feel like this is a process that's kind of happening this week, so you probably have already started, because you started off with the Star card. You've probably already started doing a lot of healing, working a lot on your healing, and it's like as soon as you make this decision to drop the extra burdens and just recognize that, like, no, I can't do it all on my own, and you shouldn't have to, you know. Obviously that's not saying you can't be independent, or you can, you know, you can't be like strong on your own. Of course you can, but you know, we all need help from other people at times, and, you know, that's not a weakness to recognize that, and it's certainly not a weakness to recognize when things are just becoming too much of a burden and you need to, you know, let them go and walk away from them. And it's almost like as soon as you make that decision, it's like all this support and help comes in around you to help you with that and help you with this rebirth and this new beginning. So you know, I feel like you might have been having a bit of a difficult time. So, you know, if that's the case, just recognize that, you know, you really do have the power to kind of walk away from and let go of whichever of these burdens are just too much. And, you know, it can lead to this like healing and this rebirth for you, group 3. So kind of don't get disheartened, don't lose hope there, because the Star card's also about having hope for the future. So let's just quickly grab a Moonology Oracle card for you, see if we can get a final message of advice. But I feel like, you know, you're probably already in the process of doing this, and this is you know, just really encouraging you this week to, you know, don't be afraid, especially if you are someone that, just with, like I said, the single people here, if you are someone that's very strong and very independent, maybe, you know, you might not be used to having to say, you know what, this is too much, and just like putting things down. Maybe you're the kind of person that's like, I'm not a quitter, I don't quit, you know. But sometimes we need to, you know, sometimes that is the right decision to recognize like this is just not working out, it's just becoming a drain, it's just becoming a burden, you know, it's not fulfilling me emotionally, and it's time for me to let it go. And you know, that is like a strong decision too, so don't kind of get like down on yourself or be hard on yourself, if that's what you're needing to do this week, group 3. And let's just see if we can get you that final, here we go, final advice card for you. You got a personal issue reaches resolution. So yeah, it does feel like, and this could also be to do with past pain as well, and kind of letting go of a past pain, and just really allowing yourself to release that, so that you can, you know, you don't have to carry this heavy burden. Just looked at the bottom of the deck as well, and there is the end of a tough cycle approaches. So yeah, you know, like I said, just allow yourself to let go of whatever burdens you need to let go of. Don't be kind of hard on yourself if that's what you need to do, because you know, it's going to allow you to complete this healing and bring you into this amazing rebirth energy. So I don't know why my camera focus has gone completely horrible. There we go. And yeah, you'll get a personal issue reaches resolution. So you know, allow that to happen, and kind of don't get down on yourself if you have to let go of some burdens and walk away from some burdens here. I hope that made sense. I hope that resonated for you, group 3. If it did, please leave me a comment below. It really helps me to know how these messages are resonating for you. And if you'd like to enter the monthly competition, or if you'd like a personal reading, there's information about that in the description box down below. Thank you for joining me, and I hope I see you again.